Hello friends, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365. In today's video, I will be going over the new Blu-ray and 4K Ultra HD releases coming to stores and online for April 29th, 2025. Don't forget, if you're interested in any of these titles, I will leave Amazon links on the comment section below. Available in store this week, Paddington in Peru will be getting a Blu-ray release, as well as the underwater thriller Last Breath. Shout Factory this week has Jean-Claude Van Damme starring in the time travel flick Time Cop. This will be getting a 4K release, and it is available at various online retailers. Clint Eastwood fans are eating good this week, as 3 of his films are hitting 4K, beginning with a standard and steelbook release of Dirty Harry. There's also a pair of his westerns coming to 4K this Tuesday, including Pale Rider, which is getting a standard and steelbook, as well as The Outlaw Josie Wales. The steelbooks are not exclusive to any particular retailer, though I expect none of these are going to show up in actual brick and mortar, so you'll have to order them online. And there's also some wide-release 4K steelbooks coming out on Tuesday, including Stanley Kubrick's Full Metal Jacket, and Pokemon Detective Pikachu is getting a re-release on 4K. Sony this week has some wide-release titles coming out, which were only available as part of previous Columbia Classics collections. The comedy Stripes is getting a steelbook 4K, as well as Gandhi, and these should be readily available at various online retailers. A new Amazon exclusive steelbook edition of the action thriller Plane is arriving this Tuesday. Michelle Yeoh stars in Section 31. This will be getting a standard 4K as well as a steelbook release. Coming this Tuesday from Celluloid Dreams, Short Night of Glass Dolls will be available on 4K. Severin has a couple of 4K releases coming out on Tuesday, beginning with Night Train Murders. Russ Meyer's Up from 1976 is coming to both Blu-ray and 4K this Tuesday from Severin. And 1965's Motor Psycho is coming to both Blu-ray and 4K. And the 1974 Swept Away will be available on 4K this Tuesday. WB Archive has some releases coming to Blu-ray this week, beginning with the 1974 film Three the Hard Way and Lily from 1953. Michael Keaton stars in the film Clean and Sober, out on Blue Tuesday. And Gary Cooper stars in the 1952 Western Springfield Rifle. And the thriller Side Street is getting a release. Wogo USA has the action thriller Invasion coming to Blu-ray this week. Radiance Films has a pair of Blu-rays coming Tuesday, beginning with the 1977 film A Tale of Sorrow and Sadness and 1961's Girl with a Suitcase. Another Severin title coming out on Blu-ray Tuesday, 1968's The Pickup. And Eureka Entertainment has a pair of releases, The Magnificent Chang-Chi and The Adventurers from 1995. BCI has a Blu-ray edition of the 1990 horror film Empire of the Dark, and from 1987, Fatal Beauty is getting a release. A Blu-ray of the horror film Late Checkout will be available on Tuesday, and the 2025 thriller Looky Loo. It's the end of another month, so that means a wide release drop of previously available Vinegar Syndrome titles hitting online retailers Tuesday. First up, the 4K edition of the film Murder Rock will be available. 4Ks of the film Shanks will be out on Tuesday, and also 1965's Who Killed Teddy Bear. The Blu-ray edition of The Belly of an Architect will be available, and the comedy drama Cora Bora. And the double feature Devil Fetus, Her Vengeance will be out, and the film The Visitor is getting a Blu-ray release. Vinegar also has American Expendables, The Films of North America, and the 2023 comedy drama Mother Couch. The drama The Oldest Profession is getting a release, and Sappy Sexual and Taboo Family Secrets will be available on Tuesday. A Blu-ray of the 1973 horror comedy Cannibal Girls will be available, and The Dish and the Spoon will be out. Some Shudder originals are coming out on Blue from Vinegar Syndrome Tuesday, including Birth, Rebirth, and Spoonful of Sugar from 2023. A Blu-ray edition of the thriller Severance will be available this week, and 1981's Kiss Up Mata. A Blu-ray edition of the double feature Career Bed and Sex by Advertisement, and Sweet Dreams will be available this week. Tuesday will also see the release of Lydia Lunch, The Gun is Loaded, Road Rant, 38E Special, and Heavier Trip on Blue. Vinegar Syndrome also has a documentary on Blu-ray this week, Tarpon. Kino Lorber has a few titles coming out on Blu-ray and 4K, including Things to Do in Denver When You're Dead, and Kirk Douglas stars in the 1975 film Posse, and the documentary The Bermuda Triangle is getting a release on Blu-ray from Kino Lorber. On the TV Blu-ray front this week, Wacky Races, the complete series, is coming out from WB Archive, and Rick and Morty, the anime series, will be available. Mayfair Witches Season 2 will be out on Blu-ray this Tuesday. We have some releases from both Arrow Video and the Criterion Collection this week, and as a reminder, these can be picked up locally at Barnes & Noble and, of course, various online retailers. From Arrow Video, The Cinema Essentials, Bullets and Betrayal, a 9-movie collection from 1989 to 1994, will be out this week. From the Criterion Collection, Oscar winner Anora is getting both a Blu-ray and 4K and will be available locally. And the 1996 drama Basquiat is getting a Blu-ray and 4K release this Tuesday from Criterion. And lastly, the 2008 drama Prince of Broadway will be available this week on Blu. As for my own pickups, Amazon is currently in the process of shipping my Shout Factory 4K of Time Cop. I have been a longtime fan of this one, all the way back from the Laserdisc days, so I'll be very interested to check this out now that it's on 4K. As well as Kino Lorber's Things to Do in Denver When You're Dead. It's been many years since I've watched this one, so it's time for a revisit. I will also be getting the 4K of Criterion's Anora. I watched it on streaming a few weeks back, so I'll be adding it to the collection. So I ordered the 3 steelbooks of the Eastwood films from Groove, and as of last Monday, they supposedly shipped, but according to tracking, it's still in the label created stage. So I'm not feeling too hopeful. I'm going to be getting these anytime soon. I've already put in a request from Groove itself to see about potential replacement. So me actually checking these out for review, that may have to wait. We'll have to see what happens on that. And even though I'm not picking up this version, I already have the 88 Films version that was imported a couple weeks ago. I do recommend Short Night of Glass Dolls. This is a very interesting thriller, and the transfer is pretty spot on. I already own the releases of both Stripes and Gandhi as part of the Columbia Classics collections. It's pretty tempting to pick these up now that they are available as steelbooks and with Dolby Vision upgrades. I may do so down the line when the price comes down a bit, but for now, I still recommend them if you haven't checked them out yet. So those are this week's new Blu-ray and 4K releases coming to stores and online retailers for April 29th, 2025. Don't forget to use the Amazon link. I will post that in the comments section below. But now I want to hear from you. What titles that I talk about this week are you planning to pick up for yourself? And finally, a special thank you to my Patreons for your continued support. It is very much appreciated. If you would like to support me through Patreon, I will leave a link in the description of this video. So until next time, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365. I will see you at the movies.